Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's the Los Angeles Clippers and USA.
Here we go.
And it's USA to start out. Here are the five for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the three.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
That'll be a 5-second call. Tatum kicks to Fox. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I was able to catch up with the head coach for USA. Going against one of the elite players in the league in Kawhi Leonard, he knows they have their work cut out for them. Coach said Kawhi is the complete player. He doesn't make mistakes. We can't count on them losing this game. We need to win it for ourselves. So they will try and be the aggressors tonight. Try. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
Here's Mitchell. A pass to Fox. Another miss by Fox. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for USA. 4-point game. Fox, the bounce pass. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The quick look, no good that time. Now George. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Mitchell against George. Outside, Fox. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. With a floater, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, and what a terrible way to start the game. 5 turnovers already.
Another miss by Fox.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
Just too many miscues here in the early going.
Carroll, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Fox looking it over. And here's Tatum for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
This guy is a sensational shooter. It doesn't take a lot of separation for Jason Tatum to put it in the basket.
That'll be a 5-second call. And USA with some changes. Allen's checked in for John Collins. Jaren Jackson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Trae Young subbed in for Fox. And then for Los Angeles, Landry Shamet's checked in for Leonard. Williams comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. Here's Tatum.
What's incredible to me is the first time Jason Tatum stepped between the lines as an NBA player, he had a willingness to take on the responsibility of being a go-to scorer, even in the tough moments.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. And so Tatum nails them both. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Mitchell outside. Young outside from deep. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Kevin Knox is checked in for Tatum. Young left side. Williams against Mitchell. Here's Knox. Pass to Young. A three. Another three for USA.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter, and he gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Now off the inbound. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. USA leading by 19 points. USA moving the ball around, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Hey, guys, just a little too nonchalant there. That's a couple turnovers here in the last few minutes, and those miscues can spell trouble.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the middle, it's stolen by Green. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Yeah, and that's the story for them in this half, and how poorly they've taken care of the basketball. I mean, just giveaway after giveaway.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for USA. To the paint, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down home.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Just careless. No other way to describe it to start the game. That's already his third miscue.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Yeah, just a sloppy start. He has got to do a better job of valuing the possessions.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Young's got 12.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
No one near him. No good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for USA. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take so far on USA?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got JaMychal Green. Williams is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Fox, he's checked in for USA. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. So it's USA now. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. USA shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And the technical free throw is good. And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Paul George in for Lou Williams. So it's USA now. Here's Fox. Good work defensively by Morris.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Catching up on the changes for USA. John Collins comes in for Jackson. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Kevin Knox. USA shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Fox against Beverly.
tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And USA making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Now, here is Young. 16 points for him. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
That'll be a 5-second call.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
So it's USA now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
Well, you've got to value the possession. They've given up 6 points off of turnovers this quarter alone.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Fox kicks to Young. Off target from outside.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
His 4th giveaway tonight. Just another loss of concentration. I don't know what's going on with him.
And USA making a change here. Allen's checked in. Now USA with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Young against George. The 3 from Tatum. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Tatum's got 8.
Pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot is important. Jason Tatum on point.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Fox. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. A minute 50 left to play here in the second quarter. Young with no one around. Drops in the tray. Young's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green, he's checked in for Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. And it's in there.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Jackson, he's checked in for Collins. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And continuing to cough it up here, the TO's threatening to cost these guys the game.
Kevin Knox is checked in for USA. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
.59 seconds left in the first half, and he drops it in from the low post. Young's got 27 points.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Makes it off the glass. He has 29.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Uncovered. Again, USA.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
You know, you hate to blame anybody, but those turnovers are a big reason why they're down.
There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. And the basket by Knox.
What you love about Kevin Knox is that size and frame, because it allows him to get easy opportunities on the inside.
That'll be a 5-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Bagley, he's checked in for USA. Here's Young. He's got 31. And the pass to Knox. Back to Young. From the arc. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 27 seconds left in the first half. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Wide open look, and the basket by Knox. Knox has got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, the catch and shoot game of Kevin Knox, he's got to have it in his arsenal, and he does.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And 5 turnovers here. He set his team back on the offensive end.
On its way from Young for 2. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Five seconds left to play in the first half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, just never easy trying to guard Young without fouling. He is great at finding ways to create these calls.
For USA, they've been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. That's good from Young. And so Young nails them both. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And it's USA able to put on a show for the ages. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Back to the action after this word. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. That'll be a 5-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Right side, Fox passes it to Mitchell. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Mitchell's got the first points of the second half here for USA. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
TO number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player.
Outside, Fox lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Collins is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. That'll be a 5-second call.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Here's Fox. No good on the quick three.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
You've got to do a better job of just taking care of the basketball. 4 points off of those turnovers.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for USA. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 spot. Now here's Tatum. 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, the scary potential of Donovan Mitchell overall as a scorer. If it's a consistent three-point shot in his arsenal, forget about it, guys.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And USA making a change here. Allen's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here, too. Harrell's checked in. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And mistakes, guys, this quarter have translated to 9 points at the other end.
And USA with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for John Collins. Young is subbed in for Mitchell. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Patrick Beverley. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Now USA with it. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Bounce pass Young. Jackson has the open look. USA with another miss. Now here's Shamet. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
And USA making a change here. Knox is checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson, he's checked in for George. Now, here is Young. 33 points for him. He dishes it to Fox. Kicks it to Allen. Here's Knox. And that one is good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And they've got a lot of ground to make up, and it's hard to do if you continue to struggle offensively.
Bagley, he's checked in for Allen. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Green's checked in. .109 left here in the third quarter. Young for 3. That shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. Harrell with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Now USA with it. They picked up 11 straight. Outside, Bagley. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA. Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2.
That's good from Bagley. And so Bagley nails them both. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And how about turnover number 4 for him alone here in this quarter? He has got to do a better job.
Here's Bagley. Outside, Fox. Count the basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Young fella is a walking turnover right now. Just far too sloppy in this quarter.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Catching up on the changes for USA. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Knox. And it's Mitchell in for De'Aaron Fox. Mitchell against Williams. Now Mitchell. He has 7 inside. Here's Bagley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight. That'll be a 5-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Young, a good look. Again, USA.
A terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of them.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Here's Jackson. Off on that one. And it's USA holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Young who brings it up for USA. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for USA, they've got Trae Young. Jackson is out there with Bagley. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Mitchell in at the 2 guards.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Collins checked in for Jackson. So it's USA now. Here's Young, and he gets it to go. Young's got 37.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Collins passes to Mitchell. And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Wow. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And 3 turnovers in the fourth. He's not making things any easier for his team.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Kevin Knox is checked in for USA. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the rejection by Zubac. And here is Patterson. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
He got a little ahead of himself there, trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for USA. Now USA with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to Knox. To the inside. Mitchell banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Outside, Fox. Back to Mitchell. USA moving the ball around. That's good from Fox on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 6 assists now in the game.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
Get open.
1:49 left in the game. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Fox. Down low. 11 feet away. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Really good patience from Kevin Knox, understanding how to deliver a pass on time and on target.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Come on, bring it back. Get open. Free.
Mitchell right side. It's good. Mitchell's got 11 points here in just the second half.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the shot goes in.
Well, this is problematic because Donovan Mitchell can hurt you any number of ways. Driving, spotting up, you name it, he's got it.
That'll be a 5-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Set it up, bring the play in. Set it up.
1:24 left to play in the final quarter. To the middle. Outside, Fox. Now the pass to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
It's crazy to think that 12 teams passed on Donovan Mitchell. He has become a premier scorer in the NBA. Oh, would they love a do-over.
Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Zubats. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Knox. The kick out to Fox. Mitchell outside. In the corner, Knox with it. But they recover it. Bagley with the bucket.
And he's just an attacking player. A guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
So it's USA now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that one, good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Get open, get open! Get open, get open!
And that one, good.
And when you give Kuzma that shot, he is going to let it fly. He is so confident in his mid-range.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Come on, bring it back!
Here's Mitchell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Make a play, come
Come
on!
on, please!
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lays it up and banks it in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Set it up, bring the play in!
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Knox. USA moving the ball around. Here's Fox. Softly drops in the floater.
And that little teardrop, Fox had it back at Kentucky, and boy, is he perfecting it at this level.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
So it's USA now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Knox. So USA wins it. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.